step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. And I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
It's a Monday morning. Welcome to it, you beautiful souls. I hope you're feeling the same as us. Enthused, empowered,
absolutely
enlightened.
Oh, I love
enlightened.
that.
Our studio looks amazing this morning. If you're not feeling the Christmas vibes, you will be. Trust me. Very good morning. My name is Graham Richards.
Adams. Listen, it's a brand new start to a brand new day, yes, which means new opportunities to accomplish and new goals to jot down, right?
Yeah, completely. I know the year is almost done and dusted, but we still want to squeeze as much as we can out of it. And of course, following the weekend's Diwali festivities, we are taking a trip to India to explore the wonders of its cuisine and rich cultural history of dance. Really exciting stuff.
Actually. Zoe and I get to get a first-hand lesson on how to drape a sari a little later on.
I thought you were going to dance. I thought you were going to be dancing.
I can't, but I'm going to learn a few moves today. Are you
We all will.
me?
I'm definitely there. I'm so there for that. So hopefully you are feeling blessed. You're feeling inspired this morning and are ready, because it's going to be a jam-packed couple of hours. But let's bring you up to speed with what's going on online, how you can connect with us through the airwaves and have your voice in our conversation this morning. Very good morning, gang.
Good morning, gang. Good morning to you, South Africa. Jamie Domberg reporting live for duty on this Monday morning.
Yeah, indeed. It is a beautiful Monday morning. You incredible and magical people. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday edition of Expresso. And of course, we're talking about the social media elements today.
Yes.
And what a fitting occasion. It's Diwali. It was Diwali this past weekend on Saturday, and everybody celebrated. And we're asking you online, how did you celebrate Diwali? And the way I understand it, it's this beautiful symbolic moment of the good versus evil, and that triumphant victory over evil itself. And what a fitting way to celebrate, I think, with everything that we've come through, all the evil that we are overcoming. I think it's nothing better than to celebrate Diwali. How did you celebrate, though?
The Festival of Lights. As you can see, the entire studio is filled up with lights. And obviously on my social media, I was seeing everyone just posting, their food, the inspiration, the saris, the dancing. So I'm very inspired by that, and definitely excited to see what you, our viewers, are going to be sharing with us on our social media pages. We're going to be keeping you informed, entertained from 6 to 8, so please do share with us and connect with us. But right now, let's get on with the order of the day and find out what's happening in those news headlines for Zoe.
Yeah, I'm going to step in last minute to bring you up to speed with those new headlines. Starting here in South Africa with our national news, where Health Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize says South Africa is not yet experiencing a second wave of COVID-19, despite a steady rise in infection numbers over the past few weeks. He was speaking during a virtual briefing on the public health response to the pandemic and the country's preparedness to deal with a possible resurgence. The minister says the resurgence of COVID-19 will be dependent on how people handle themselves right now. He says a resurgence would be defined as a 20% increase in infections as per geographical district. Meanwhile, the Western Cape Health Department has expressed concern over the non-adherence to protective behaviour among some members of the public. This as the Cape Metro and the Garden Route are experiencing higher than average rates of new COVID-19 infections. Provincial Premier Alan Winde has reiterated his call for joint efforts in the fight against the spread of COVID-19 and encouraged people to avoid large gatherings, especially indoor spaces where there is no ventilation, and to always wear masks and maintain social distancing. Now, casting a wider gaze on the international front, Egypt has announced the discovery of an ancient treasure trove of more than 100 intact coffins dating back more than 2,500 years, the largest such find this year. The sealed wooden coffins, some containing mummies and some about 40 gilded statues, were unveiled on site amid much fanfare. The coffins were found in 3 burial shafts at depths of 12 meters in the sweeping Saqqara necropolis south of Cairo, and are to be moved to the Grand Egyptian Museum that Egypt is building near the Giza pyramids. Then a racing pigeon from Belgium has set a new record, a world record at least, after being sold for 29 million rand. New Kim, a 2-year-old female, was yesterday bought by a bidder from China, where pigeon racing has grown immensely in popularity in recent years. New Kim won a number of competitions in 2018, including national middle distance races, but has since been retired. The racing pigeons can continue producing chicks until they are about 10, and it's expected that New Kim's new owner will be using her for breeding purposes. And now, news of the first country which no more has a single stray dog. That's fantastic news. The Netherlands has become the first country in the world to have completely eradicated stray dogs. And the Dutch folks have done so without euthanasia. Tragically, the World Health Organization estimates that there are some 200 million stray dogs worldwide, but not in the Netherlands. The question arises, how on earth did they manage to do this? Well, there were many various contributing factors, but the country allows its residents to spray and neuter their dogs for free. Their adopt, don't shop mentality is further supported with extremely high taxes on bought puppies, which pushes people to adopt from one of the country's 200 dog shelters, and their animal control work obviously happens like a charm. Anyone who spots a stray dog makes a call, and the animal is collected and cared for until it is rehomed. Animal abusers, in fact anyone who engages in cruelty, are given serious penalties and can end up in prison. Combine all of these factors and you have a pretty straightforward recipe for a country free of stray dogs. Boy, can South Africa learn a little bit from that. That's where we leave our news headlines for now. Plenty to celebrate on the sporting front. Let's kick it off right now. Let's start with some of the good news first. Banyana celebrated their 4th consecutive and 7th overall COSAFA Women's Championship title. That was after beating neighbours Botswana 2-1 in the final at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium on Saturday. Sibulele Holwene scoring her 8th goal of the tournament early in the first half, and Gabriela Salgado netting the 2nd goal for South Africa to secure the win and another COSAFA Cup. Then staying with footballing action on the national front, goals by star striker Percy Tau and late substitute Bongani Zungu secured a 2-0 win for Bafana over Sao Tome in the first of their 2 Africa Cup of Nations clashes. Tau opening the scoring in the 55th minute and Zungu adding the 2nd for South Africa in the 90th minute. Their second match between South Africa and Sao Tome will kick off at 3 p.m. today. On to rugby action. The Sharks and Stormers have closed in on the Bulls in Super Rugby Unlocked after recording some pretty big wins, important wins over the weekend. On Friday, Kerwin Bosch kicked the winning penalty for the Sharks to record a narrow 34-33 win over the heartbroken Griquas in Kimberley. Then on Saturday, the Stormers claimed a convincing 30-13 win over the Cheetahs at Newlands. Of course, that would be the Stormers' last performance at Newlands. The next iteration will be the Western Province team heading back there. The match between the Lions and the Pumas, unfortunately, was postponed in line with COVID-19 protocols. The Stormers and Sharks have now closed the gap on the tabletop as the Bulls to just 2 points, with now 2 rounds remaining. And staying with rugby, but on an international scale, Argentina have done it. They have finally beaten New Zealand for the first time in their history with a brilliant 25-15 win in a very exciting Tri-Nations clash in Sydney on Saturday. The Pumas were impressive from start to finish, leading 16-3 at halftime before beating the 3-time world champions in 30 attempts. That goes back 35 years. This was the 2nd consecutive defeat for the All Blacks, who lost to Australia, of course, last weekend. Then on to motorsports. History made again. Lewis Hamilton is the Formula One world champion yet again. The 35-year-old Mercedes driver, who started in 6th yesterday, finished in 1st place at the Turkish Grand Prix to win the race and the 2020 championship. Hamilton has now equaled Ferrari legend Michael Schumacher's 7 titles. Incredible. Racing points, Sergio Perez and Ferrari Sebastian Vettel rounded off the podium positions in Turkey. Then staying with motorsports, a 7th place finish at the Valencia Grand Prix in Spain was enough to secure the 2020 MotoGP championship for Team Suzuki. X-Stars Joan Mir. What a surprise. This is the 23-year-old's first Premier Class title win. Petronas Yamaha's Franco Morbidelli finished in 1st place yesterday ahead of Ducati's Jack Miller and KTM's Paul Espargaro. South Africa's Brad Binder finished in 5th. Still a very credible finish there. But we're going to be delving into all of the weekend sporting action in the next half hour, so stay tuned for that. Right now, though, let's take a look at some of your beautiful sunrise pictures and the weather.
Here are some gorgeous sunrise pictures of how some of our viewers woke up in various parts of our beautiful country. Dogoza Theo Makatini starts us off with bright skies with patches of clouds in Johannesburg. Josie Maboneng, you will experience a mostly sunny day with a high of 28 degrees. We move down to the Eastern Cape with Gary Oakam's splendid sunrise picture captured in East London. Expect showers with 25% chance of rain. Namhlanje also partly conditions are coming your way. Thank you so much for your sunrise pictures, Gary and Dogozo. You too at home can contribute by sharing how you wake up in your part of the country, and we will show it live on the show. On to exciting news. Stargazers are in for an exceptional treat in the early hours of tomorrow morning as the Leonid meteor shower will be peaking. According to the Bromberg weather station in Pretoria, the best time to view this extravaganza is at 4 a.m. in the morning, and expect to witness at least 20 meteors per hour. This annual meteor shower derives its name from the constellation Leo, the lion, where its meteors appear to originate. Leonid meteor streams are groups of meteoroids originating from dust grains ejecting from comet 55P Tempel Tuttle. These brief streaks of light from meteors, sometimes called shooting stars, peak when the Earth moves through the center of the dust trail left behind by the comet. So pop outside, find a dark spot and cast your gaze northeast near the constellation of Leo for Leonid's radiant. And also, if you happen to see a shooting star, make a wish. Now let's get into the temperatures for the day, starting off in Polokwane with a low of 16, reaching a high of 30 degrees. Bombela, it's a mostly sunny day for you too, with a maximum of 31. Pretoria, you start off your morning with a low of 15 and will reach an afternoon temperature of 31 degrees. Partly cloudy conditions in Josie Maboneng, 14.28. Mahikeng, 19.32 are your temperatures for this start of the brand new day. And Klerksdorp, it's a mostly sunny day for you with a maximum of 33 degrees. So far, it seems like most parts of the country are going to be really warm, with Kimberley at 32 degrees. Bloemfontein also above 30 with 31 degrees, but also do expect some thunder showers at 40% chance of rain. Richards Bay also do expect some rain at 25% chance of rain. 19.31 are your temperatures. Pietermaritzburg, you range from 17 to 24 with thunder showers also forecast for the day. Durban, it's a cloudy one for you, unfortunately. Grey skies at 41% chance of rain. And moving down to the Eastern Cape, Mthatha, rainy Monday, rainy start to your day at 56%, but you'll also experience temperatures reaching a high of 24. East London, 17.22. Cradock, 14.33. And the Friendly City, do not leave your umbrellas behind because 55% chance of rain is forecast for your Monday. George, the rain continues in your part of the area with a low of 16, reaching the high teens of 19 degrees. The Mother City, Cape Town, 14.21 is the start of your day. And Worcester starts off this Monday morning with a low of 14, reaching a high of 27. Sutherland, 8.25. And Uppington, of course, with the highest temperature in the country today with the high of 36 degrees. Sure, kuzaba shushu Uppington namhlanje. Now remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
And a feel-good kind of day it's going to be because it's a Monday morning.
Yep, even for Uppington at 36 degrees, that maximum. Wow, the heat of summer. It's going to be a feel-good one indeed, though. Good morning, South Africa. Uncle Tabsy here. So we did make some Indian fudge last week, which was all the excitement here in the studio ahead of Diwali, and we got so much feedback and so many comments that have come through on social media in response to that. Not surprising, though, because if you watch the show, you will remember they looked so amazing, those pieces
yummy.
of fudge. Who sent us a comment?
Faisal Randari says, it's my favorite. I also use almonds, thinly sliced. I make 3 small portions. I use 3 different food colorings, mix in almonds and decorate. Also nibble almonds for mixture, gives an extra crunch. I mean, Faisal, sounds like you just taking it to a whole new level, but it looks absolutely amazing. And hopefully we can get to try it sometime, Faisal.
Yeah, please, can you read the start of that comment again? How does it start? I'd like you to just do that again. Just the beginning part, just the first 3 words, please.
My favorite.
Do that again.
Am I doing it okay for you? My favorite.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you so much for that, Faisal. It's going to be an extravaganza of a show. Of course, the Diwali celebrations, they do continue, and we've got a bit of a surprise coming through, so you want to make sure that you don't stray too far away from your TV. We'll see you just now.
Only you can make my day.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Yes, it is that time of the day where we get to wish you, our loyal viewers, a very happy birthday. Now, if it is your birthday today, you share it with none other than Pete Davidson, who turns 27 years old today. If you don't know him, he is an American comedian and actor. Pete is best known for his work on Saturday Night Live, also known for his 5 months engagement with Ariana Grande that prompted the song. Thank you. Next.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
I remember that.
So Peter's still not over it, but we hope he heals and finds true love sometimes. Maybe come to South Africa, you'll find some love over here. But if you are watching today, happy birthday to you.
Some love over where? Over here in South Africa?
Yes.
Or over here, as in pointing at yourself?
No, in South Africa. I just feel like South Africans ready to give some love. Not everywhere.
Okay, well, let's celebrate some of your birthdays. Our loyal and loved viewers, of course. Tagon Scott celebrates a birthday today. Would love to wish my cousin Tagon Scott a very happy second birthday from his auntie Mish. Love you lots, like jelly tarts. And there's a video for it. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday to me. Say to.
Oh, so cute.
So sweet.
Happy
Then we have
birthday,
another
Tagon.
one for Kakana. It reads, happy birthday, Avril. God's richest blessings on your life, from your hubby, children, and grandkids. Enjoy your day. And then we also have an amazing video that comes along with it.
Happy birthday to my mother, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you?
Ah, super
So
cute.
sweet, so
Yeah,
sweet.
you know
Like-
it comes from a place of super love when it goes after happy birthday to you to how old are you now? Because the person really does want to spend the time wishing you a very happy birthday. And then Adrian, happy belated birthday, Adrian. We've got a video for you as well.
Hi, goeiemorgen. Is dit nou Expresso, ja. Ik wil net een happy birthday aan iedereen Brits sê op sy 17de verjaarsdag vanmorgen, Friday the 13th. Here moet hom seën en nog vele jare spaar. En dit is van sy ouers af en sy auntie en almal, soos julle kan sien. Ons is in die Eerste Rivier vroeg uit. Maar happy birthday iedereen. Happy birthday! Van Auntie Kala en almal.
What a surprise there. We didn't see that one coming. Vroeg uit en die hele familie is by die back van die backseat. Happy birthday, julle. For you, Adrian.
We're going to keep it going. And this one is for Buns. It reads, happy birthday to my husband and my best friend, Buns. May you have many more. God bless you in abundance. Keep safe and we love you. This is from Nolene, Fabian and Naylan.
And then Tandegam Tetwa, happy birthday is a birthday girl to my girl. Happy birthday to my love. Wishing you nothing but the best in everything that you wish for. Blessings upon blessings. May this day bring you nothing but joy, prosperity, laughter, and all the love. We love you, Tandega Mtetwa. This is from all of your loved ones.
We absolutely also love seeing those videos, so please do send us that through. It's 15-second videos to WhatsApp on 071-640-6551, so you can wish your loved ones a happy birthday live on the show. Who knows, we might even just give them a little ring to brighten up the day and make it a happy birthday.
Well, we're celebrating in the kitchen. We're making something really nice. It's leftover rice pudding made with love by Clover. Let's go.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Ah, yes, that's right, Tav. Made with love indeed. And now we've got something special for you now. Though there are many kinds of kheer, the most popular is made with rice and is often made during festive occasions. Now, its rich, creamy, and delicious taste comes from simmering Clover fresh milk and rice over something. But if you love a good hack as much as we do, then you'll love today's fresh idea of using leftover rice from your Sunday lunch and transforming it into a delectable pudding. And here to show us how is the ever illustrious and enchanting Zoe Brown, our princess of the studio.
I love that intro.
I'm so excited.
You know,
Wow.
the one thing I've had to learn is how to make my food stretch during this lockdown period.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to avoid going to the stores so many times. So this is the perfect way to use some leftover rice from the day before, and we're going to make a yummy rice pudding. So I'm going to turn the the
Okay.
heat on the stove right here, just a medium heat. And we're going to start straight off with adding our rice into our little saucepan. There we go.
It literally looks
Of
like
course it is
leftover rice. You know when you get it in the
leftover rice.
bucky out of the fridge?
Yes.
That's perfect.
And then, of course, we're going to add 2 cups of our Clover fresh
Okay.
milk. There we go.
I'd imagine, is this like going to give that creaminess or to this
This
vibe?
is going to give us that creaminess. I think my pan is maybe a little bit too hot, so I'm just going to put it a little softer heat. There we go. We're going to add 2 cups. There we go. And what's great about the Clover fresh milk and its triple protection is that it makes your milk last longer, up until
Yes.
18 days. So now we're just going to let that simmer a little bit. As you can see, it is leftover rice. I'm going to use the spoon just to break it up a bit because it came from the fridge.
Good form. I like it.
There
Nice.
we go. And then the great thing about your rice pudding, it's all about getting that flavor into it. So
Okay.
we're going to add some sugar
Now we're being naughty.
to sweeten it
Now
up.
we're making it a dessert. I see.
There we go. We add some sugar. We're going to add some cardamom powder.
Okay.
I just love the smell of cardamom.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the festive season.
Anything with that in it makes it authentic. It's not a taste that can be replicated in a flavor unless it comes from that
we
spice
go.
itself, which I
I'm
absolutely
going to
love.
Use the spatula. There we go.
I'm still just actually blown away, Zoe. We're making pudding out of like leftover rice.
Leftover
I'd never
rice.
associate that with something like sweet at all. So this is crazy.
Well, we are making it sweet by simply adding our Clover fresh milk and
Yeah.
our sugar. I'm going to add some cinnamon sticks just to get some flavor in. I'm adding all of them. And then just a bit of some crushed pistachios.
Ooh, I like
So
that.
I'm adding that.
I
I'm going
love
to leave
the
a little bit out just so we can have some at the end to
For
decorate.
that, of course, yes. You know, Nicole's taught us very well now, styling that food. I must also say, this is really cool to get a dessert that, it's a dessert, yes, but I see some good properties over here. So we're looking at cinnamon as an example, great antioxidants, is fighting those free radicals. It's also got good anti-inflammatory properties. So we're kind of still getting the best of both in here with our with our Emilia. So this is absolutely magic, absolutely magic. I'm loving it. A little best of both here.
Yes, the best of both for sure. And what I love about the Triple Protect that Clover ensures, it also goes through 80 quality tests, and it makes sure that, you know, with the new clean packaging, that you have freshness for longer, which is incredible.
So the shelf life's quite long in this, so you've got the real cool opportunity of making this dessert. Like, you've got like 2-3 weeks if you've got this milk in your fridge. You've got that opportunity to make whenever you want. You don't have to worry about, oh, damn it, the milk's going off. I'll go and do it.
So I'm just going to add a little bit of heat so we can get it to that simmer. But at the end of the day, you want your milk to obviously the rice to absorb the milk. And then we'll dish it up. And then, of course, we'll decorate it with some fresh almonds. We have some sultanas here and some pistachios. And if you would love this kheer milk, our rice pudding that we've made, we do have the recipe and all the ingredients you need and the steps. It is available on our website. That is expressoshow.com. Should we tuck in?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yes.
Jeez, I've got to. You go first.
I'll give it a taste first. There we go.
What's your verdict? Does it taste
Oh,
like
it's
rice?
quite nice. You get the cardamom, which is delicious.
Oh, wow. Rice has just changed in my world. Oh,
Well, this is a new rice pudding for you. If you've missed any of these steps, don't worry. We've got a quick recap for you.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk. Made with love by Clover.
5 awesome experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand must be won with Immuenza on Expresso this November. Help boost your immune system with Immuenza and stand a chance to win a weekly giveaway of skydiving or cooking with a chef, advanced driving or shark cage diving. Answer the question on the Immuenza competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page using the hashtag Immuenza. That competition runs up until midnight December 1st. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel the Adrenaline. This weekend you need to do nothing other than just sit on your couch. Unbelievable. An overall big sporting weekend where we saw world champions crowned here, there and everywhere. Massive results out in both our national teams winning. Exciting rugby. Only took the Argentinians 30 tries to beat the All Blacks, but they've done it. Take nothing away from DJ Duncan Johnson winning the Masters with a record low total there as well. Where do we begin, Jeremy Harris?
I don't know.
We begin? But so let's start with one of the proudest moments, because we've watched their trajectory with so much pride, as Banyana have solidified themselves as probably the best female team in Africa.
Yeah.
And now they've got the credentials to back it up. A 4th consecutive, 7th overall COSAFA Women's Championship. And you were right, they had to earn it against Botswana. It wasn't as easy as their preliminary games.
Yeah, I mean, look, a final is a final. So you take nothing away from the two teams who've made it to the final. But I think that it was the school of hard knocks, as they say, and they'd earned their stripes on the way to that particular game. And, you know, all that extra experience coming to the fore and getting them across the line.
Yep, plenty of goals going around as well. Sibulele Holwene getting her 8th goal of the tournament.
Yeah, well
That's
done.
What you want,
Absolutely.
man. That's what you want. So we love it. Banyana, thank you. We adore you. We appreciate you. Let's shift gears now to Bafana. We kind of thought they'd have this one in the bag, especially with the likes of Percy Tau returning, all of our international stars there, the squad looking strong, and they did look good.
Yeah, in fact, the word I was using when I was talking about the team was just there was polish.
Yeah.
They brought something extra, and I think, all due respect, I think it's the international players coming back into the squad and just bringing just maybe a renewed sense of purpose. There was just a composure. They were calm. They knew exactly what they had to do under fire. They were able to, you know, get the danger away and then go through and score. And I mean, I was so pleased when Percy Tau scored that opener because they deserved it firstly, but also it was nice to see him on the score sheet.
Completely, a touch of class, and they could have had more.
Yeah,
I mean, there were many more opportunities, but you got to say, ahead of their second Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Sao Tome today, that we're probably going to see the same.
Yes, no, I mean, I don't think you'd want to make any sort of drastic changes unless you really have to.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting a good win. I'm not sure what that result could be, but I mean, I think that we'll come away with all the points.
Very quickly, Super Rugby unlocked. I shed a tear for the Griquas up against the Sharks, 33-34. We've spoken about the boot of Kerwin Bosch, and that's where you need your kicker to be on point.
Yeah.
But take nothing away from a spirited performance from Griquas.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt for them. I mean, literally 83rd minute, I think it was, where he slotted that penalty to win by 1 point. And you know, the cameras immediately cut to the Griquas players, and they were like, what just happened?
How do we do it? What do we have to do to get across the line?
Yeah.
Of course, Lions, the Pumas postponed due to COVID-19 protocols. And then the Stormers gave the grand old Dane, that is Newlands, a fond swan song.
Yeah.
Beautiful performance there. Started up front. I think in the tight, they were absolutely amazing. Up against a Cheetahs side that really does have class. And, you know, staying back into that backline. That backline is probably the most dynamic in Super Rugby unlocked. But the Stormers were strong.
Yeah, no, and I like the way the Stormers played it as well. They almost sort of wore down the Cheetahs up front and then were able to release a very talented backline themselves as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I thought that was a really good send-off, to your point. Good send-off. And just disappointing that you couldn't put 44,000 bums on the seats there.
Exactly. But, of course, they will be back as Western Province in Newlands. Not the last time we'll see the stadium work. Let's move now across to Australia, to Sydney, where Argentina, they've done it. Finally, they've got a win over the All Blacks, and they did it in every facet of the game. They were better.
Yeah, no, and the nice thing that for me, I mean, I enjoy the emotion in all sport, and I mean, you saw how much it meant to Argentina, and that for me is almost better than any trophy they could win at the end of it. There was just so much emotion, so much desire, and I mean, they've had a fair share of problems in that country as well, and so for them to come away with a win against, you know, a team that was supposed to thump them was
amazing.
Amazing.
Said they were going to thump them, as you put it up right before the match as well. For me, as much as Sanchez, man of the match, brilliant performance, all the points, brilliant with the boots, scored a try. For me, Matera and Kremer on those flanks and how they controlled the loose, tight phase of this game was just
they were
a masterclass.
always in the face. They were always in the face of the All Blacks, which is, I suppose, exactly how you play a rugby game. But sometimes, and I think you and I were chatting about this, sometimes, you know, Argentina have threatened to play a game of 80 minutes, but they've played sort of 65 or 70 and then just let it slip. Well
and we know that's where the All Blacks normally win their games.
They come back at
last
the death.
15, 10 minutes. Shifting gears again, I'm going to get to 6th gear, I promise you, by the end of this. Let's get to motorsport, the Turkish Grand Prix. I thought that it wasn't going to happen because I expected a better performance from Bottas this weekend. We knew that Lewis Hamilton needed to get 8 points above him to have an unassailable lead with 3 races left, and he's done it. Emotion, as you'd understand it. Lewis Hamilton has got his 7th World Championship title.
Oh, yeah. No, it was amazing. And for me, again, we spoke about the emotion, you know, in sport, and there was just plenty of that, and really nice to see former champions like Sebastian Vettel and a host of others immediately, you know, going to him and congratulating him.
Homage,
it's a massive achievement. I think that you know, he's going to need to give thought to, you know, how he goes past Michael Schumacher, because I think that Schumi will always be that sort of quintessential number 1 driver ever, and now you've got somebody who sits next to him in terms of most world titles.
And I reckon he could do it. So a brilliant performance from Lewis Hamilton, and Vettel getting on the podium, just you know, for the first time in like 5 years. Then we move to 6th gear. We've made it. Joan Mir, I said it in the news broadcast that this was a surprise because of where we started. Marc Marquez, for all money, was going to be the dude. Out injured, then I thought Quartararo was going to be the dude. It just failed to really fire. But Suzuki have done it. Joan Mir has done it. He's MotoGP champion.
Yeah, he's a sneaky old driver because, you know, he's been accumulating points and accumulating podiums through the season. And I must say, I mean, I'm embarrassed to tell you that I didn't pick him to be world champion. But I mean, well done. That's called, you know, good driving and managing the races. And he's come away with the world title. So, I mean, you take that, you'll never be able to take that away from him.
Now, kudos to Brad Binder as well. 5th, continuing on his rise. Now, he's going to do great things, I think, in MotoGP. Dustin Johnson, sorry we didn't have time, but you don't have a gear involved in your sport. But I think 20 shots lead, 5 shots ahead, 20 under, unbelievable performance in the Masters early this morning. So what a brilliant weekend of sport. You can let us know how you feel. Which team are you supporting? Do you have fingernails left? How did you handle all of the sporting action for the weekend? We'd love to hear your thoughts on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page, dude. Love you, man.
Love you, bud.
Love you, man.
So much action in the sporting world, but also so much action in the competition world, because we want to give you some really awesome prizes ahead of the festive season. It's a brand new day, it's a brand new week, it's a brand new chance for you to win with Nedbank, and in recognition of all the South Africans that have shown that resilience during lockdown, Nedbank want to reward their clients with 5 million rand in cash. Yes, that's a big, big one, simply for banking with Nedbank. And through the Here's to You Mzansi campaign, they want to say to all of you, we know that you may have not been an essential worker, but you did play an essential role in keeping Mzansi working. So thank you.
I love this. I love hearing people's stories. It's one thing that keeps us going, you know. And Nedbank are offering various cash prizes for all their different products, which amount to 5 million rands, as Uncle Tabsy says. That's a big number, okay? For an example, simply by being a Nedbank card holder, you could win 10,000 rands this Friday in cash. Okay, and we will announce just one of the first lucky winners live on air.
Love to hear it.
Festive is coming up. Everybody can do with a 10,000 rand. What would 10,000 rand mean to you, Uncle Tabs?
A lot. I think that school fees is definitely at the top of my list when I think of the fact that the new year is about to start. We know that we've all taken a bit of a knock because of the lockdown, but you want to make sure that you enter a brand new year 2021 on a bit of a smoother slope. So I think I would definitely consider school fees for my niece and get that sorted out. 10,000 rand can go a really long way.
It really can. That's a good one, actually.
Definitely.
Another one, Chomi, would be, it's festive season. I know a lot of people have gone through a lot, as he mentioned, in 2020. This is a moment and a time where families can come together and, you know, enjoy it regardless of what we have been through. Everyone deserves to breathe. Everyone deserves a break. Everyone deserves 10,000 rand.
Let's just put it that way.
Listen, I stand for all of this, but of course for you at home, connect with us on our Expresso Facebook and Twitter page and let us know what what winning that 10,000 Rand would do for you and how it would change your life after lockdown. I mean, it's been tough for everybody, but remember to include the hashtag Here's to You Mzansi. And for a full breakdown on how you can win your share of 5 million Rand with Nedbank, you can visit www.nedbank.co.za. What are you waiting for? Go get entering.
I would take you girls out for lunch first before paying school fees.
That's
Yeah?
so
How's
cute,
that?
Uncle Tanya.
Right? Yeah.
How about you make us coffee now?
Okay, cool.
Boy, you can make my day.
Acheng. So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you very much for staying with your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Now, here's the thing. We've all experienced stress at one point or another in our lives. Some people suffering with stress more than others. But how does stress affect our immune system? Because it does. And what impact can this have on our overall health? Well, that's the question we're asking this morning. And we chat to clinical psychologist and life coach, Dr. D, on the impact stress has on our immune system. Dr. D, good morning. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi, it's Dr. D, and I love being with you on this show. Fabulous show, and you do so much good for everybody.
Oh, thank you, Dr. D, and thank you for saying that, because you know what, dealing with stress is just part of life at the moment, especially now during these uncertain times. What are some of the biggest causes of stress?
I would say the two biggest causes at the moment associated with the pandemic is that we don't know what the future looks like, and sometimes we don't even know when the future is. So dealing with that kind of unpredictability, inability to plan, the things that come with it. So stress is a normal reaction actually to a particularly crazy situation until it gets really out of control and unmanageable. And when it gets like that, out of control and unmanageable, it affects your functioning, affects your relationships, and it affects your ability to function at work and just your functioning in general. So lack of control of what's going on, and most particularly uncertainty about now and the future.
Dr. D, why is it then that some people can manage stress better than others?
Look, I think the most important thing is that if you don't own the story, you can't define the ending. So what does that mean? It means awareness is the first step to change. So what we have to do is recognize some of the symptoms of stress and put up a red flag when we feel, this is going on for too long and in too great a way. So extent and duration are important. What are some of the symptoms? Their physical symptoms, their psychological symptoms, their behavioral symptoms. Stress manifests in terms of certain emotion. Overwhelming sadness sometimes can be related to stress, extreme anxiety, and physiologically you get a lower backache, migraine headaches, appetite problems, sleep disturbances, and behaviorally, irritation, low frustration tolerance, shortness of temper, overreactions to things that you used to be able to cope with well before. Why do some people cope better, with your question, is that they recognize these symptoms earlier. And what you do is you have to face them. In order to tame them, you have to be able to name them. Instead of being able to say, what are the facts? I've coped with this before. What kind of support have I got in my life? How can I see the gap between the stimulus and response? What is causing me to feel like this? How do I stop? And how do I come back into the present? And sometimes in extreme circumstances, start panicking or developing panic attacks.
Sure. Wow.
Who knew that stress can really have that effect on you?
Yeah. And that there's so much you can do to sort of overcome it too.
And some things. Well, Dr. D, thank you for those wise words. And I think it's important to listen to those red flags that your body is giving you. So thank you so much for that amazing information. But now it's also time to hear from you. Immuenza is giving away some amazing experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand each. That is from skydiving to personalized food experiences with a chef, advanced driving, or even shark cage diving. All you have to do is simply reply to the Immuenza competition post on the Expresso Facebook page or Twitter page and tell us, how do you manage stress? Make sure to use the hashtag Immuenza, and that competition closes the 17th of November at midnight, and those T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with Immuenza.
You're still locked in. It's your Feel Good Breakfast show. Of course, we're just speaking about stress, and whether it's your job, family, or friends, we know that life can get pretty stressful. So there's so many negative effects that stress can cause, obviously, from common headaches to heart problems, anxiety, depression, and all the way up to high blood pressure. So it's therefore so important to take care of our well-being by managing stress. And one way to do this is by regular exercise, of course. So fitness helps in taking away the tension, the frustration, and the anxiety, of course. And it's also going to leave you feeling a lot better in absolutely no time. And I'm joined by my fave, Jamie Lee Dunberg.
Hey, Boo Kitty. like you just said now, absolutely. If I'm having a stressful day, and you can obviously, with a busy schedule, just going for a workout or just, debriefing, having a bit of a cool
100%.
down, just makes you feel so much better. And it's also just all that endorphins that's pumped into you.
Yes.
Like, I can do anything. So I'm very excited for this workout.
So another thing I wanted to add is that you can de-stress in so many ways. Jogging, walking, being out in nature. Not everyone always has the opportunity, though, to rush off to the gym, bang out some beats, and then come back in and then finish off their day. So here's something that you guys can do that I've put together literally in your office. All right, so wherever you are, if you're watching the show right now, you guys can get up off the couch and literally join Jamie and I and see and feel the benefits of this de-stress session. So I hope you guys ready. Are you?
I'm ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
So it's going to be a little bit of a different set of pace now. So we're really going to focus on our breathing. One thing that helps with stress is cadence, breathing, rhythmic cycles, and that's what we're going to get into now. So what I want you to start off with is hands at your side. You're going to set your scaps, so almost pretend like your scaps are going to be planted into your pocket. And now I want you to take one big deep breath. So a big inhale, in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And then you really want to just stretch your hands up now. So a lot of what stress is causing is a lot of tension, and we start to get quite stiff. So we're going to decompress, stretch out and stretch that skeleton out as far and high as you can. And then as soon as you're done with that, we're going to take a little bow. So you're going to rest your hands down onto the ground. And now you're going to slowly, vertebra by vertebra, you're going to bring your chin towards your chest, slowly tucking it in and rounding the back, keeping good control. And you want to work your way all the way to the ground. So you guys at home want to do the same thing. Normally in this position that I'm in now, you might feel a little bit of strain on the lower back, so you're more than welcome to bend those legs a little bit just to get your hands to the ground without causing any damage, and then we want to creep them forward. So guys, make sure everyone watching at home, I'm sure you can feel the energy's changed already. We're stretching out. It's a nice relaxed pace, and you want to really bring yourself all the way down. Now we're stretching out the front of the body. Okay, so what we're going to do is focus on those flexors now, focus on the hip and the girdle, opening up our breath. So twist your way towards the left hand side. Nice big breath. You're going to feel that stretch in the front of your body there. That's a good thing. We're really unwinding now. The weekend took its toll. Now move over to the other side, your right-hand side now. And I'm telling you guys, you all should be joining in on this. I'm already feeling the relief. I'm feeling my Monday vibe changing completely. All right, now what I want to do is creep back up into the cat-camel position. So you're going to rest your body out, wagging that tail. We're going to go for cat-camel and decompress that lower back. A lot of sitting, a lot of tension once again. Let's undo that. All right, so you're going to press your body up to the sky. You really want to bring your navel towards your spine for this. Beautiful stuff, pushing through those hands and those shoulders. And then you want to arch your back and bring your rear up, wagging that tail a little bit while you can, and then bringing your chin up towards the sky as well. And let's just repeat that for another 2 reps. And already I'm feeling loose, I'm feeling limber, I'm feeling like I'm ready to dance even.
I know, I just feel so at peace. I'm like, is this actually work right now? I can't even believe it.
All right, so here's the fun stuff now, Jamie. From this position over here, we're going to start getting things a little bit more active, okay? So we've really worked the back of the body. Let's start working the front of the body and connecting these chains that we have. So we're going to prop up into our beast position. So lift your knees up off the ground now.
Are we activating beast mode?
Activating beast mode. Monday's coming at you. All right, so what we want to do here in this position, it's nice and simple. It's nice and fun. We want to bring our rear leg up towards the sky, so that right leg stretching out. Now lean it over, really accentuate yourself, control that fall, and now you're coming into that scorpion position. Now lift your glutes straight up now. Just a good squeeze. It's going to stretch out this part of your body, coming back down, and now we're rolling back to the restart. So that scorpion coming straight back through, and now we're going to work the same thing on the other leg. Beast position, unloaded beast,
push it up.
Scorpion, traveling over to the side, and you'll feel there's a lot of control needed here, Jamie. I don't know if you're getting that as well.
Definitely.
Shoulders are working, core is working as well. Let's bring those hips straight up again and back down, and then let's repeat that over to the other side and bring it back. Now, this is something you guys can repeat constantly, but before we do, let's finish off with a child's pose. So you're on your knees resting, stretching out that lower back, and now you're really bringing your chest straight down to the ground, and this is the beautiful part where you really get to concentrate, you get to be within yourself for this one, and really feel any other tension that's flowing through your body. Here's your opportunity to work it out. Let's just unload this child pose once again. Let's come over to beast. Feeling like $1,000,000.
This is how you start a Monday morning, I promise you. And you know, the best part of this is this could actually be a workout, or this could be your end of workout, where you just want to, you know, after a hard cardio session, whatever you're doing, a leg day, whatever, just debrief. I'm
a little bit out of breath there, yes?
Yes, little bit.
Well, there's your Monday. You've just been de-stressed. Enjoy the rest of the flow.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover.
Molweni, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on SABC3. If you have just joined us, well, you are just in time for our weekly Crush 100% Goodness Peel and Reveal game. Exciting stuff.
Yep.
Every Monday, we call one lucky Crush 100% Goodness entrant live on the show to stand a chance to win 100% Goodness prizes. And who do we have this week, Uncle Tabsy?
Well, this morning, we've got Tembani Dumani on the line. Tembani, good morning.
Mornings. How are you guys?
Good morning,
Fantastic.
Buti. Good morning, Tata. Congratulations. How does it feel to be this week's Crush 100% Goodness Peel and Reveal contestant?
It feels good.
Uziva njani, Tata? Uziva njani
Are you
namhlanje?
excited?
I'm very, very excited.
Well, let's get playing. What silver block will you choose this morning?
H6.
H6.
Straight
Okay,
to
there
the
we go
point.
for H6.
What do we have?
Congratulations, Tembani. You win yourself a NutriBullet 600 watt. Yes, sir. Come on, somebody. Woo-hoo. Come on.
How do you feel?
I don't know what to say. I'm very excited.
I know the feeling when you've just won something so fantastic and you really just are out of words. You have nothing to say. Well, congratulations, because this is a fantastic one. All those smoothies and all those juices you're going to be making at home are not going to be the same again. And I can tell you now, everyone visiting your house is going to love coming to your house specifically for that.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations.
Now,
Thank you, guys.
awesome, Tembani. Now, if you want to be just like Tembani, to stand a chance to win 100% Goodness prizes too, then here's a young reminder of how easy it is to enter.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush, such as NutriBullets, Veggie Bullets, Tefal kitchen appliances, bar fridges, skincare products, fitness products, and vouchers? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs. See the back of the label to scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you do not find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty, and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover.
All right, it is almost the top of the hour, 2 minutes to 7. So let's get in early and delve into our national news headlines. South Africans will be granted free access to all 20 national parks in the country from today up until Friday. One of the aims of Sam Parks Week is to encourage tourism. Some national parks will be open until Sunday, with the exception of larger parks such as the Kruger, Table Mountain, Addo, and Kgalagadi parks. Entry at Boulders will not be free, though, because of the sensitivity of the African penguin colony. Visitors over 16 will be required to carry their identity documents, and strict COVID-19 measures will also apply for those visiting the national parks. Then the Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, Stella Ndabeni-Abrahams, has called on unemployed youth to grasp the opportunity to register for free online courses. The Minister emphasized the importance of young people acquiring digital skills, as they are imperative for achieving inclusion in the digital economy. The free courses include data science, coding, app development, digital marketing, and artificial intelligence. Their duration range from between 4 and 8 weeks. Grade 12 is desirable but not an essential requirement. The familiarity with the internet and digital literacy are also essential criteria. Moving to the international front, the number of people who have fled into Sudan from the conflict in northern Ethiopia has risen to at least 20,000. Local and UN agencies yesterday said they were trying to assist the refugees, who have been arriving in growing numbers with few possessions or provisions. Meanwhile, the 12-day conflict between Ethiopia's government and forces in the country's Tigray region has now escalated. The Tigrayan forces have fired rockets across the border into neighboring Eritrea after claiming Ethiopian soldiers were using an Eritrean airport to attack Tigray. And Ethiopia has denied all the accusations. Then 15 countries have formed the world's largest trading bloc, covering nearly a third of the global economy. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is made up of 10 Southeast Asian countries, as well as South Korea, China, Japan, Australia and New Zealand. The deal excludes America, which under President Donald Trump withdrew from the pact in 2017. Officials took turns signing copies of the agreement and showing them off and on camera at the virtual summit. And the new free trade bloc will be larger than both the US, Mexico, Canada agreements and the European Union. And now for some news, most welcome, I think, from the world of entertainment, certainly for fans of this show. After several years of rumors and anticipation, the Friends reunion is becoming a reality. This to honor their iconic sitcom's 25th anniversary. There have been some bumps in the road to the production as the entertainment world is on pause due to the coronavirus pandemic. But one of the stars of the show, Matthew Perry, has tweeted that the special will air in March next year. The 6 stars, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry and David Schwimmer, who played Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Joey and Chandler and of course Ross, will reunite to film at the original Friends soundstage at the Warner Brothers studios. But the reunion special is not a new episode of Friends. The main cast will reunite, revisit the set, have surprises and share behind the scenes footage, but they won't be portraying their original characters. They'll simply be appearing as themselves. We can't wait to meet all the Friends again. That's where we leave our news for today. Let's delve into those sporting headlines one last time. With football, Banyana celebrated their 4th consecutive and 7th overall COSAFA Women's Championship title. That was after beating Botswana 2-1 in the final at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium on Saturday. Sibulele Holwene scoring her 8th goal of the tournament early in the first half. Gabriela Salgado netting the 2nd goal for South Africa to secure the win. And of course, the COSAFA Cup now for a 4th consecutive year. Then staying with our national footballing news, goals by star striker Percy Tau and late substitute Bongani Zungu secured a 2-0 win for Bafana over Sao Tome in the first of their 2 Africa Cup of Nations clashes. Tau opened the scoring in the 55th minute and then Zungu added the 2nd for South Africa as late as the 90th minute. That second encounter between South Africa and Sao Tome will kick off today at 3 p.m. Then staying in South Africa for rugby news, the Sharks and the Stormers have now closed in on the Bulls in Super Rugby Unlocked. That was after recording some very important wins over the weekend. On Friday, it was the boot yet again of Kerwin Bosch as he kicked the winning penalty for the Sharks to record a narrow 34-33 win over the heartbroken Griquas in Kimberley. Then on Saturday, the Stormers claimed a convincing 30-13 win over the Cheetahs at Newlands. In fact, the last appearance of the Stormers franchise at Newlands for Western Province will go back to the ground. The match between the Lions and the Pumas, of course, was postponed in line with COVID-19 protocols. So the Stormers and Sharks have now closed that gap on the tabletop as the Bulls to just 2 points with only 1 round remaining. And staying with rugby, Argentina have finally done it. They beat New Zealand for the first time in their history with a very impressive 25-15 win in a very exciting Tri-Nations clash in Sydney on Saturday. The Pumas, impressive from start to finish, leading 16-3 at the halftime mark before beating the 3-time world champions in 30 attempts that go back 35 years. This was the 2nd consecutive defeat for the All Blacks with a loss to Australia the previous weekend. Then history made in motorsport this weekend as well as Lewis Hamilton is now the Formula One world champion yet again. The 35-year-old Mercedes driver who started in 6th yesterday finished in 1st place at the Turkish Grand Prix to win the race and the 2020 championship. And that means Hamilton has now equaled Ferrari great Michael Schumacher's 7 titles. Racing Point's Sergio Perez and Ferrari Sebastian Vettel, they rounded off the podium positions in Turkey. And then moving to 2 wheels, a 7th place finish at the Valencia Grand Prix in Spain was enough to secure the 2020 MotoGP Championship for Team Suzuki X-Stars Joan Mir. This is the 23-year-old's first Premier Class title win. Petronas Yamaha's Franco Morbidelli finished first yesterday, and that was ahead of Ducati's Jack Miller and KTM's Paul Espargaro. South Africa's Brad Binder finishing in a very credible 5th position. That's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's delve back into our weather and some of your sunrise pictures.
Here's a second look at what the skies have in store for us today. Joan Cameron sends her warm greetings from Britannia Bay with this one. You start off your week with partly cloudy conditions with temperatures reaching a high of 29 degrees. Ellen Rudnicki's feeling nostalgic with the stunning throwback of a morning picture taken in Kirstenbosch. Grey skies are forecast for your area today, reaching an afternoon high of 25 degrees. Thank you so much, Joan and Ellen, for your sunrise pictures. You too at home can be a part of the sunrise movement and share yours on our social media and we will show them live on the show. On to exciting news. Stargazers are in for an exceptional treat in the early hours of tomorrow morning as the Leonid meteor shower will be peaking. According to the Bromberg Weather Station in Pretoria, the best time to view this extravaganza is at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you can expect to witness at least 20 meteors per hour. This annual meteor shower derives its name from the constellation Leo, the lion, where its meteors appear to originate. Leonid meteor streams are groups of meteoroids originating from dust grains ejected from comet 55P Tempel-Tuttle. These brief streaks of light from meteors, sometimes called shooting stars, peak when the Earth moves through the center of the dust trail left behind by the comet. So why not just pop outside, find a dark spot and cast your gaze northeast near the constellation of Leo for Leonid's radiant. Now, if you do find a shooting star, make sure to make a wish that this year ends in the best way possible. Now, getting into your forecast for the day, if you find yourself at Polokwane, you start off with a low of 16, reaching a high of 30 degrees. Mbombela, your temperatures range from 17, peaking at 31 degrees. Pretoria, you end off the day with a high of 31. Johannesburg starts off the morning with a low of 14, reaching a maximum of 28 degrees. Mahikeng, 1932. Klerksdorp, it's a mostly sunny day for you as well, reaching a maximum of 33 degrees. And Kimberley, it's a mostly sunny one with 32 as your maximum and 25% chance of rain. Bloemfontein, it's a mostly sunny day, peaking at 31 degrees, but also do expect some thunder showers at 40% chance of rain. Richards Bay, don't leave your umbrellas behind because rain is forecast with temperatures ranging from 19 to 31. Pietermaritzburg, 17-24. It's a cloudy day in Durban with a low of 18 and a high of 25 degrees. A rainy day in Mthatha, 56% chance of rain. East London, 17-22. Expect some rain as well with 25% chance of rain. Craddock, 14-33. The friendly city of Port Elizabeth, 17 is the start of the day, reaching a high of 21 degrees. Also do expect some showers as they are forecast for this afternoon. George, 16-19. And Cape Town, the mother city, you kick off your Monday morning with a low of 14, reaching a high of 21. Worcester, 14-27. Sutherland, 8-25. And of course, the highest temperature in the country today goes to Uppington with a maximum of 36 degrees. That was the final look at the weather forecast for the day. Now remember, whichever part of the country you're in, noba uphi kunjani, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day. Okwangoku, I think Diwali go for guys. Can you make me some?
Thank you so much, Kathleen. Now, last week, we announced the incredible Nespresso competition where a lucky viewer can win a stunning Nespresso machine hamper. Over here. Now, you guys are clearly loving our morning Nespresso moments because we received so many entries.
We did indeed, Jamie. We did. We received so many entries, and this week's lucky winner is Kuselwe Nkanka, and that's a massive congratulations to her, of course. I had to butt you in because I'm always excited about these competitions, of course. Now, congratulations to you, and of course, everybody else, you can also win and join us this morning on Expresso for our Nespresso moment, of course. Now, every day, we get to know a different flavor of Nespresso's many different flavors, of course. So there really is a flavor for every taste, and today we're trying the Barista Creations, the Scudo Capsule. And now this one can be made as an easy espresso, but having it with milk is where the flavor really, truly comes out. Jamie Lee Don, we're going to sort us out?
Yes, I'm dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
I'm going for a job interview, but I am dressed for the occasion. I actually tried this out yesterday with my family. They loved it. My mom really loved it. And because the machine is so easy, it is so convenient.
Yeah, let me help you there, Jamie, because I think your mic's a little bit low there, and I definitely don't want to miss out on this one.
Okay.
So let me stand here with you. so I can like do this with you. I'm always keen to just make a drink as well. So I know it obviously pops into the capsule just like that, right?
Here we go.
Awesome. And then pop it in.
Close
All right.
it. And you said you are trying.
I would love a cappuccino. I think it's just the perfect option and the perfect choice to have something in the morning, of course. So let's go for that cappuccino, please.
Pop it in right here. So we're going to do the cappuccino, and all you do is press it in, and then you wait for it.
I love it that it's so simple, and it's so cool because I can even forget about this when I'm rushing in the morning, trying to get to the show, but I still want to get my energy in. So it's quite cool that you just literally press the button.
Did I press? Okay,
yeah,
I
there you go.
pressed that.
and there you are. You have your breakfast sorted, and I can come back and know that it's already done. But one thing that I must say, seeing that it is the morning and it's breakfast, it's something that I love to have is milk, of course.
Yeah.
So just to change my cappuccino up to, I'd say like a little bit of a milk variety, something that I'd request dearly from you.
I hear you. You can have a seat now because I'm going to bring it to you.
So I was just getting so excited.
I'm training for the new barista. Okay, so that is it. Move it in, and then.
Ooh, I can get those smells already.
Can you get
really
it?
Good. I love the fact that it's a balanced flavor as well, so the notes are really good, and it's again perfect for. I think everybody needs to try this one out for sure. How are we doing over there?
We're doing good. It's the convenience for me, my friend. It's absolutely the convenience for me because now it is done. You have a perfect barista skewer creation cappuccino coming.
My girl, Monday morning it is served. Thank you very much.
I mean, how do you start? I think that is such a good choice, Ryle. A classic indeed. While you have the cappuccino, let me maybe try a latte macchiato. I've always wanted to try it. And you know, with the machine that I've been boasting about, the Grand Latissima, it's actually one of the options. So I just need to press a button. So again, my capsule is going in right there. Put my cup in, pop it open, and pop it in.
Just like that.
And boom, Bob is your uncle.
I must say I'm very impressed because I've seen you and you can mess up a few things, but even this you can't. So well done. Well done.
The shade. Wait, maybe if I put it in. You see, I mess it up already.
While Jamie's busy there, obviously the barista creation, Skuro, actually takes its inspiration from the baristas in Melbourne, Australia. Now, Nespresso has recreated the roasted yet balanced flavor coffees they are known for by combining a one half dark and the other light. Now, this is why it goes so well with milk, which I absolutely can figure out why. And it's like the yin and yang of coffee. And it's smelling so good.
I actually think that I used the wrong cup, so we might be overflowing here, everybody.
Bring it on, it's Monday, bring it on.
We are definitely going to be overflowing. But listen, while you don't focus on that, Nespresso have launched their festive gifting campaign. And to celebrate, they are giving away an incredible weekly Nespresso prize from now until the end of November. Each week, one lucky viewer will stand the chance to win an Nespresso Senza mini bundle, as well as the incredible festive trio sleeve wrap with limited edition coffees worth more than 3,000 Rand. How incredible is
Yes,
that?
I'm so excited now to stand a chance to win this week's incredible prizes. All you got to do is reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page and tell us, how do you like your coffee? Give us an example, of course, black, white, cappuccino, espresso, you name it, let us know. And remember to include the hashtags Nespresso Expresso. And this week's competition closes Thursday, the 19th of November at midnight. And of course, those T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Cheers to Monday.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jamie.
Clean mine up. Cheers.
We chose some of the world's rarest local coffee crafts and refined them to create 5 distinct new tastes. After all, we are the choices we make.
Cake, cocoa, coffee, eggs, fish, flour, ham.
Vegetable of light with Anish.
Abrahams.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks so much.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. We're live on SABC3. It's the start of a brand new day, but it's also the start of a brand new year with Diwali festival that stretches back to over 2,000 years. It's still being celebrated by Hindus all over the globe, and this highly anticipated 5-day celebration traditionally marks the biggest holiday of the year, and it represents new beginnings. It's all about new beginnings. It stands for self-improvement. And here to tell us more about Diwali, please welcome special guest, and yes, a very good friend of the Expresso show, Tare Dance Troupe Artistic Director Anish Valodia. Anish, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having us again.
It's exciting for me to learn about Diwali because I think what it stands for is something that everyone can draw inspiration from. To people that don't know what it's all about, can you please explain to us what is Diwali and why is it celebrated?
Okay, Diwali is the biggest festival on the Hindu calendar. It is, from a religious perspective, it is the celebration of the arrival of Lord Ram and his brother and his wife after being exiled for 14 years, during which he defeated the demon Ravana. And that is why we say Diwali is a celebration of the victory of good over evil.
I love this
when he returned, there were diyas or lamps were lit to illuminate his path home and to celebrate the victory. And that's where the word Diwali or Deepavali comes from. Deepa meaning lights and Vali meaning rose. So during Diwali, we light rows of lamps.
I love it, and that's why it's called also the Festival of Lights. I mean, you see so much light being brought into different spaces, but it's also about light being sort of brought into our lives as well. It's a bit of a renewal, some sort of renewal as well, right? But is there then a meaning? I know that it's a separation, it's two words that have come together. Is there a meaning behind the Diwali word as it stands on its own? What does it mean?
Row of lights.
Row of lights.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's to promote, it's to encourage us to bring light into our lives. It's a reminder.
It's certainly something that all of us can draw inspiration from.
I love the significance of the lights that you've mentioned. But also, I just want to know, what are some of the traditions associated with Diwali?
Okay, there's quite a few cultural traditions that we do.
Besides the food, which we all love.
Besides the food, yeah. So on that note, an array of sweetmeats are prepared, and they are exchanged and distributed on Diwali day between families and friends. We also purchase new clothes. As you mentioned, it's a time of new beginnings. New clothes are purchased, homes are cleaned. We just try to eradicate the old or negativity, and we do that by looking forward to the new, to new clothes, to sweetmeats, to just celebrating.
It's a big thing. I mean, I have my friend Kavish, who yesterday brought me so many leftovers that it'll take me a week to get through. Just that, for me, the highlight definitely has to be that love that comes through, and the connecting of people, and the connecting of all communities that come together around food, because people come together really in the most magnificent way when there's food around. But let's talk about Gujarati New Year, because that was yesterday. What does the Gujarati New Year mean? What is that?
So those who are of Gujarati descent are from Gujarat, which is the state in northwest India. So yesterday was the first day of 2077. Yes, so
so far ahead. Far ahead.
So just as other New Years, it is a time to look forward with renewed energy.
Wow, I love that.
A breath of fresh air just came through. Thank you so much for coming through to also just educate us and enlighten us about, you know, your culture and sharing it with us, a piece of that. It's something that we can take away and find inspiration from. Also, we'd just like to thank Anish for sharing more on Diwali with us this morning. We wish all Hindus a happy Diwali from us at Expresso here. We hope you have enjoyed and will continue to enjoy all the festivities. Stay tuned as the Taro Dance Group will be showing us how they celebrate Diwali through dance. Trust me, you do not want to miss it.
And we accept all deliveries of any.
You know, we were talking about the Indian spices. It's literally traveled all over the world. And even though we are incorporating it in our cauliflower, we are creating a delicious dish. Chef Jay, I'm
Zoe,
very excited about this.
Thank you so much. So we're going to start off with getting our mixture going. But, you know, what you're actually aiming for here is to trim off all of those leaves at the bottom.
Yes.
So let's just show the core there. So trim away all of those bits and pieces there. And then you're left with placing the core down on your board and then cutting steaks. So that's what we're trying to achieve. And I know a few people will be like, that's not a steak.
That is a cauliflower steak.
That's a cauliflower steak. So that's what we're going for. And from there, we're going to start with our mixture so that we can marinate this beautiful steak. Okay,
fantastic.
so I'm going to start with 100 mils of Be Well Deliciousness oil.
There we go. And you know what's great about the Be Well canola oil? It is naturally cholesterol free.
Yep.
It also is low in saturated fat, and it is high in omega-3s.
Yeah. Next up, we've got some turmeric, which is in itself, you know, antioxidant, and it's also anti-inflammatory, all those good things. We've got toasted, pre-toasted cumin seeds, a tablespoon of that. We've got cumin, a teaspoon of that going in. And then we're going to add quite a bit of salt. So I'm going to do probably a teaspoon of salt here.
Okay.
Beautiful salt as well. This is beautiful sea salt. So try use high quality ingredients whenever you're making your food, right?
Okay.
As much as your budget allows, go for the highest quality things.
I wanted to ask you, in terms of cauliflower, it's got quite a unique taste to it, and I know it's not always everyone's cup of tea.
Sure.
Is that why you're really focusing on the spices?
Yeah, you know, cauliflower it takes on the flavor of what you actually, you know, putting into it.
Okay.
So it's a really good medium to work from. So next thing we're doing here, as I said, I cut those already. I just want to get a few on the hot plate. So I'm just going to brush our beautiful marinade. Oh, I mean, look at those colors.
Look at that. Okay.
And this is the best part, you know, the mess in the kitchen. You know, you're going to get it all over their hands a little bit, yeah, but that's cool, you know.
But that's part of cooking.
This is part of cooking. And the turmeric is going to stain it, but it is Diwali, you know, so, you know,
It's
kind of getting into that culture.
It's a small price you pay to cook with turmeric.
Next up, putting it straight onto a hot grid.
Okay.
And try get a grid like we're using here in the kitchen today. You know, it's got those ribbed pieces, and that's just going to add another texture dimension to it. As you can see, as the folks at home can see there, that char grilledness, that kind of grid will help with that.
So my next question for you is, when I think of steaks, and I'm sorry to talk about meat now, but I think of the braai. So is cauliflower steak something you can also cook over the braai?
Absolutely, and it cooks beautifully. It holds together nicely. And for our banting friends out there, this is also great. Plant-based, obviously, this is where we're at. And you know what's interesting to me? Just looking at that, you know, it looks like a brain.
It does.
You know, and it is brain food. Just like walnuts, if you look at walnuts, they're also brain food, and it just takes on those images, right?
I will never ever look at a brain the same way.
So Zoe, while I'm busy here, would you mind plating how beautifully they've plated it there with some of our coconut yogurt that we've used?
Okay.
Or you can also use Be Well mayonnaise and some cucumber.
Okay, I'm going to try and mimic the way
you know,
our kitchen fairies
the
did.
chefy way that they've done it there. Just that's it.
There we
go.
go.
All right,
Is
so I'm
that
just going to cut some more here.
There we go.
And what we're aiming for here is about 5 minutes each side on the grid.
Okay.
And
in
let
terms
it
of
cook nice and
texture,
slowly, yeah.
I've always wondered, because cauliflower, if it's not cooked properly all the way through, it's got a bit of a crunch to it.
That's
Is
good.
that what you want?
You know, with veggies, you don't want to overcook veggies. I think a lot of people think you've got to cook veggies for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Like overcooking it is never good. It goes sloppy.
It goes soggy.
Depends on the veggie, of course. Some veggies do need time, like butternut and that. But something like this, I mean, we're talking 10 minutes in total because it was 5 minutes each side. So I'm just going to turn that. Obviously, use the tools that you have in the kitchen. All right.
Here we go.
That's looking good.
And what's great about our Be Well canola oil, it's got the Heart and Stroke Foundation seal of approval, and it is locally sourced, made with GMO-free canola oil, which is great in terms of sustainability.
Yeah, and you know, these canola fields, they're out towards, on your way out towards Stanford and actually where, Be Well's head offices are.
Okay.
You can see those at about, I think it was spring this time of year, the canolas were out.
The yellow.
Melkbos, that area, it's so beautiful. So a lot of people have it in their heads that, canola's not good for you and it's genetically modified and all of these things. It's grown right here and it's sourced right here. So it's a beautiful product. I use it in my own kitchen. I wouldn't endorse anything that I don't use myself. And this product is super fantastic. So these are going quite nicely. You can see that char grilledness that we're going for here.
Yes.
All right, so we're kind of just waiting for this and then the plating. And you see, vegan cooking or plant-based cooking doesn't have to be that complicated, right?
No.
This is a meal all in itself. Add some wedges, some potato wedges, lime with those potato wedges, and you're good to go with a meal. If you're cutting out the carbs, maybe not potatoes, sweet potato.
But also I was saying, like, the thing I love about cauliflower is as a replacement for making so instead of mashed potatoes, you make like a cauliflower puree or mashed cauliflower.
Absolutely.
Put it that way.
And cauliflower buffalo wings, that's become super good, using hot sauce and deep fried or bake it.
Okay, I feel like that is a recipe suggestion for next week. We definitely need to do that.
They're so good. They're so good. And last week I actually made buffalo wings using Brussels sprouts.
Oh.
Those are also really good because Brussels sprouts have a bad rep as well, A lot of the times people are like, oh, those are weird, super
Well, I love that you're giving veggies a really cool new makeover and name and flavors to it. If you would love to make our cauliflower steaks with turmeric oil, we do have that recipe available on our website. It's expressoshow.com. Chef Jay, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You're
I'm going to plate
plating it.
this.
And of course, if you missed any of these steps, we do have a wonderful little recap for you.
A little bit of coriander.
There we go.
Not as beautiful as the food fairies have done, but pretty good. Pretty impressive.
Check out expressoshow.com for the recipe.
Enjoy a selection of delicious plant-based meals and download your free copy of the Be Well Vegan Cookbook today.
New Sensodyne Herbal Multicare. Sensitivity relief with natural herbal extracts.
चारों मेर हुई झिलमिलाट आया मारा पावना चारों मेर हुई झिलमिलाट आया मारा पावना
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a beautiful Monday morning, brand new week. But of course, the weekend was filled with colourful celebrations of humanity. We absolutely love it. Diwali. So I know a lot of our Hindu viewers are still celebrating, hopefully, and still feeling blessed this morning. But we asked you guys, how did you celebrate the Festival of Lights? What have people been saying?
Food. I just wanted to know about the
food. Seems to be the main draw card here.
Yeah, the first one came from Pathmani Moodley. She says it was an amazing Diwali weekend spent with family, great lunch, sharing delicious treats, lighting rows of lamps, lighting up skies with no noise, just peace and happiness. Most importantly, just sharing these moments was a blessing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Shireen Abraham's weighing in, as she does just about every morning. We love you, Shireen. She says, good morning, my Expresso family. Happy Monday to all the Hindu viewers who celebrated Diwali. Happy Diwali to all your family and friends. To the Expresso team, love the colour code this morning. You're all looking amazing in the studio. Looks stunning. Have a super day. Loves us team and show. Well, we love you, Shireen. Thank you for weighing in.
Pranisha also came through saying, happy Diwali. We celebrated with family and friends with lots of hearts and hugs and kisses, because that's how you celebrate it if you can, with family and friends.
Share the love. And I think Rez Chetty 83 feeling the same. She said, thank you. Small celebration with friends and family, made memories and enjoying every moment of it. Hashtag COVID-19 protocols. Lest we forget, you had to remind us, Rish. But hopefully you are feeling inspired still. I know that the week has begun, but the celebrations don't have to stop.
Oh, well, listen, we are in for a treat this morning because we have the Tare Dance Troupe with us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we've invited them back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show to show us a few Bollywood dances as the festivities of the Festival of Light, Diwali, continues. Now, the Tare Dance Troupe, they are a non-profit Bollywood dance performance troupe, and they are based right here in the mother city. They promote the Indian arts through the creative use of Bollywood song and dance. And this morning, before they give us a pro performance, they're going to show us a couple of dance moves. I'm very excited. Are you guys ready?
So am I.
Truly excited. Actually, where do we start? You are the artistic director of the Tare Dance Troupe. Assistant director. Where do we begin? You've done this before.
Last year I did, but I think I did a bit of a refresher.
Well, firstly, thank you all for being brave enough to try out. What I'm going to be doing is showing you a few Bhangra moves, which is a folk dance style from the Indian state of Punjab. So we're going to keep it super simple. So we're going to start with our hands on our hips. I'm going to start off with a few shoulder shrugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
Okay.
And the next movement I'm going to show you, we're going to use these fingers.
Okay.
So fingers together, index finger straight up, arms straight, so no bent elbows, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you did
5,
really?
6, 7, 8.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try put it together.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, I love it. Yes.
Oh, amazing. I love that. That was so much fun. But right now you're about to perform. Please tell us the name of the performance.
It's called Shubha Ayore.
And what does it translate to?
This auspicious day has arrived.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful. Well, we are ready, okay? Take it away, ladies.
चारों मेर हुई झिलमिलाट आया मारा पावना के स्वागत करावे फुलवारी रे साजे गाजे बाजे गूंजे सपनोरी ये किलकारी रे वन उपवन अभिनंदन करता छाई घटा परियारी रे शक्कर भांको झांकी झांको हुई जश्न की ये तैयारी रे मन हर जाओ धन बरसाओ धन सुखवारो जी रे आयो
रे शुभ दिन आयो आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो बनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो शुभ दिन आयो बनने भायो नयो नयो सो रंग ले आयो होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे होठों पे मुस्कान गुलाबी लायो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो रे आयो रे शुभ दिन आयो चंदा लाजो दीपक लाजो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी
झगमग तारे लाई जो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी झगमग तारे लाई जो झगमग तारे लाई जो जी
खुशियाँ बांटूं दिल में सबके साकर मिसरी भर दो जी हर घूमर रसिया मीठा मीठा गाओ रे मंगल गाओ
शुभ दिन आयो
बल बल जाओ
शुभ दिन आयो
मिसरी बातो
शुभ दिन आयो
मोना
शुभ दिन आयो
हर जोक पुराओ
शुभ दिन आयो
रंग उड़ाओ
शुभ दिन आयो
फूल सजाओ
शुभ दिन आयो
जश्न मनाओ
आयो
शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ दिन आयो शुभ
Good breakfast show. Don't go anywhere. They've got another performance coming for us shortly. That was amazing.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday. It's the start of a brand new day, start of a brand new week, which means a whole new week of deals with Game's unbeatable Black Friday specials throughout the month of November for an impressive 28 days. You've definitely got Game with these specials. So let's start shopping, Uncle Tabs.
Let's start shopping. If you want a new TV, then you now have more options than ever. I promise you, including this Hisense 43-inch TV that is now at an incredible $3,999. So $3,999. Watch your favorite TV shows on there, all the movies that you love, the live sports in new levels of detail and depth with this deal of the week. From sour milk to strange noises, these are just a few signs that you and your family may be in need of a new fridge. Maybe that's what's happening there. It could be time to upgrade to a brand new model. So why not do it in style with this Hisense 610-litre bottom fridge, or the freezer fridge. It's in for only $8,999. That'll keep your food fresh for a really long time.
I need that. Now, fret not, there are still some home DIY projects you and the family can tackle in time for the holidays. And what better way to be prepared than get started on these with this Ryobi Handy Line kit that is now $999. Yes, for this week only. Now, these amazing deals are valid at a Game store near you and online till tomorrow, the 17th of November, 2020.
Yeah, so do remember, please, that Game are doing Black Friday a little differently this year with weekly Black Friday deals for 28 days. That's going to be running all the way up until the 29th of November. You've got an extended period to take advantage of all those deals. Each and every single one of the 4 weeks offer different deals, which is really fantastic.
And they've also reintroduced their highly successful 1 cent price surprise. It gives all Game customers making purchases online or in store during the period of the 2nd to the 29th of November the chance to save even more on randomly selected products by paying only 1 cent at checkout.
Imagine that.
Just 1 cent, my friend, one donkey.
Oh, Game stores, the opening hours, because that's what you want to know now, are Monday to Friday from 9 in the morning till 6, and then Saturdays from 9 to 5, and on Sundays and public holidays from 9 to 4. Go out there and show us that you have #GotGame.
Well, it's time for us to spend some time in the kitchen because Tropica is bringing the smoothness to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Now, I don't know about you, but the days are definitely heating up and the countdown to the summer festive season has definitely begun. So today, we are going to make something that's not only celebrates the smooth island life, but the fine taste of Indian spices too. So this morning, we have a refreshing all-spice Tropica Orange Spritzer that is a great wake-me-up drink. It is also a very easy way to get your orange juice a smooth twist. And the perfect way to give this Feel Good Monday the kickstart that it needs. And Raul, you're taking charge of this little spritzer that we're making.
Welcome to the islands. You know, we're going to make it all smooth here.
Okay.
All right, so I always feel the vibe when I'm doing these ones. So you made me something awesome earlier. You made that pudding, so I thought I owe you one.
Okay.
So let me make you a beautiful mocktail. And what we're going to do, starting off, it's nice and simple. We're going to add in our oranges, nicely cut up and diced over there. So you can chuck that in there. And then, of course, our hero ingredient. And we're going to use 250 mils of our smooth orange flavor. So I'm going to pop that in there. This is so simple and so quick. You'd think that I've been studying this for years.
But that's the beauty about smoothies. It's not supposed to be complicated.
Yeah, definitely that. And quick and easy and leaving you coming back for more.
Definitely.
So I want to add some of this beautiful stuff here. It's called allspice. So it's a combination of some of the essential Indian spices. I don't know all of them, but there's some peppers and cardamom and turmeric and all the good stuff, of course.
All the good stuff.
All right.
Amazing.
Then get this all blended up. We're not going to add any ice or anything yet. We're going to just make this a beautiful, consistent mix. 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ask you why you didn't add some ice?
So it's something that you can add at the end. It's like almost like a garnish. So it's really good to add this over some crushed ice even, and it really gives that like slushy feel and gets you straight to the islands, gal.
You
know
serve
what
it
I mean?
on the rocks.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is help me out with the next part. So this is going to go in the wait, no.
Should I do the sugar rind?
Yes, so what you're going to do is rim the glass with that orange, all right, just to get it a little bit wet. This is the beautiful part. This is all Miss Snelling's work, her beautiful styling of the food. And then dipping it in that cinnamon sugar. Yeah, perfect form, beautiful stuff, Zoe.
I feel like, there we go. This is so much fun when you...
All right, now we can pop this in here. Oh, it looks so cool, eh? I think we're doing such an epic job. We could sell these.
We should.
Should open up a bar. Should open up a bar on the island and just get everybody just frothing for more. There you go. And then you want to obviously just garnish that with, you've got your zest over there, some orange peel, and then of course we've got some cinnamon pieces as well. And of course you guys at home, while Zoe and I are getting into the islands, check out the Expresso.com for some recipe inspiration on how to make this beautiful orange mocktail from the islands.
Oh, I like that. Really, really like it. Okay, can I give it a taste?
You need to be honest as well. Feeling like you're in the islands?
Oh, it's smooth. Oh, it is extremely smooth. Now, to make you start the week even smoother than me, we are very excited to announce that this week's grand prize is up for grabs, and that is a 2,000 Rand travel start voucher. Now, which you will give. It will give you the perfect opportunity to travel to the people and the places that you love, and to stand a chance to get into the weekly draw this Friday. All you need to do is get your Tropica today, and entering is very, very easy.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy any Tropica promotional pack, flip the cap, and if you find smooth, follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes with Tropica, such as headphones, mobile phones, travel start vouchers, police watches, sunglasses, and more. Plus, stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday by flipping a cap. TVs, washing machines, and microwaves up for grabs. The more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances to win. Go on and find your smooth. Tropica, nothing smoother.
This Tuesday evening at 7:30, join Stian Smith and Ilani Decker, stars of the newly released movie Tourbos, as they return to the Knysna Forest for the first time since filming, and meet interior designer Christelle Afana Fonkem, who moved to South Africa from Cameroon and started with her own colorful family home as a showreel to launch her business. That's the Insider SA, Tuesday evening at 7:30, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back with another performance by the Tare Dance Troupe. This phenomenal dance troupe has staged 6 sold-out themed productions over the past 8.5 years, and they continue to present incredible work that celebrates diversity, passion, and artistry through dance. Now, make sure to show them some love on social media and support any of their future events. Now, I'm gonna chat to them a little bit before the second performance, of which we are all excited about. We need to take it back to the first one because that was immaculate to witness. What inspired that performance?
So that was an Indian folk dance inspired by the folk dance styles from the state of Rajasthan. So it was very colorful with flare skirts and very vibrant music.
Yes.
And it had more of a traditional flavor.
I love that. And the one that the ladies are gearing up for now?
Yes, so it's inspired by the folk dance Bhangra, which you had learned just a little bit of earlier on.
Earlier on.
Yes, and as Kimeshni had mentioned, it's from the state of Punjab. The Bhangra piece that we've brought you today has a bit of a Bollywood contemporary flair. So it's a mix of Bhangra, but also some vibrant Bollywood moves as well. So it's definitely going to have your feet tapping and your hands clapping.
You know what? I wish I could actually join you guys. Can we please go back to what you taught me earlier on? Is that fine? Just for a brief second, okay? How does it go again? Hey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know?
I think you're ready to join our team.
I am so ready. Anytime. Where do I sign up, actually?
Absolutely.
I will leave it to the professionals to do their thing. We need to step out, sir. Okay, ladies? Please take it away.
मुझको समझना क्या हो रहा, पर जानती हूँ मैं किनारा तू मेरा, तू शायरी है बुल्ले शादी जो छू के मेरी रू गई। वे सचिया दिला दे अब्बा पीता, वे सचिया रब्बा, वे सचिया दिला दे अब्बा पीता, वे सचिया रब्बा।
जीना है ना, कर्जे चुकाने हैं ना, हो गया रवाना जोगिया। धूप छाँव जो भी आए, मेरे पाँव सब सह जाए, लांग जाऊं सारे इम्तिहान।
हो प्यारा तू ही मेरा एक आसरा, खिदमत में ये तेरी सिर है झुका, तू शायरी है बुल्ले शादी जो दिल को सुकून दे गई।
Tare.
You want to show some of those moves?
Please,
You got
Uncle
quite
Tabs.
creative with your own. You've got to feel it in your heart. That was absolutely beautiful. Ladies, please take a bow. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody, a non-profit Bollywood dance group that is just doing incredible things, gracing different stages and rocking it as we've just witnessed.
Yes. Oh yes, what a way to celebrate Diwali as they step into a brand new year, which they did yesterday. It's going to be the year of lights shining for everybody.
It has to be. Surely we've earned that after 2020. I think we really have. So an amazing day, still celebrating the successes of Banyana Bafana, just a massive sporting weekend. But of course, the fun doesn't stop here. You're going to be back at 11:30 talking languages.
Where are you?
I've got to hand over to the real romantic.
Love languages. That's what it's all about. So you want to make sure that you connect with us. Maybe share some of your love languages with us. We'd like to hear on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. It's going to be a lovely one.
What is your love language?
Food, baby.
That's a good one.
But thank you so much to our amazing performers this morning. We love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for bringing that light to our studio. Hopefully that's inspired you at the start of a brand new week. We'll be back at 11:30 and then bright and early tomorrow morning. Never forget, we love ya. Mwah.
Clover celebrates spring with exciting giveaways. Look out for selected Clover products in store to stand a chance to win. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.